Hello and welcome back. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2019. I am so excited for what we're going to accomplish this year at Tanana Middle School. I'm excited that we're starting fresh with Synergy, and I'm doing this video to help you know what to expect and what's going on. So this video is going to tell you everything that we're going to be doing, and I made it a video so that you could hear directly from me exactly what our expectations are. There are a few things that are general for everybody that everybody needs to understand, and there are a few things that are specific to different groups of people. And so I hope that as you listen to this, you'll hear the message that is meant for you and you'll be able to be successful this year. Now, in summary of semester one with Synergy, we had an amazing experience. We had a ton of kids do really amazing projects that were just incredible. And I'm going to post in here the audio to a few interviews that I did with kids that you can go and listen to if you would like, because they are really powerful and give some good ideas of what kinds of things kids can do. So you'll find that in the resources section of the Google Classroom, so make sure you check that out. And so now we're going to talk about different things that we need to be aware of for a second semester. We're going to talk about the schedule, we're going to talk about what your role is, and then we're going to talk about how to make sure that you are successful in Synergy this second semester. So I'm excited for this. You ready to get started? Let's go. The first thing that I want to talk about are some of our expectations to help you be successful during Synergy. So you are all assigned to an advisory teacher during 7th period on your schedule. You can all see that, and that's why you're sitting here where you're sitting right now. We put you in those classes, and we want you to be in those classes so that you can be as successful as possible, so that we know where you're at, we know what you're doing, and you've got support, okay? Now, you're in these advisory classes. The way that you change to a different teacher for Synergy is you need to get permission from myself, Ms. Marquand, your counselor, one of us four, and the teacher that you're leaving, and the teacher that you're going to. Now, for the first 3 weeks, I'm going to talk about the schedule in a minute, but for the first 3 weeks of semester 2, you're going to be in the group that you're in, and it's going to be rare for you to change out of the group that you're in right now. Doesn't mean it's not possible, but it's just going to be rare. So most kids are just going to stay where they're at for the next 3 weeks. On January 29th, you're going to choose your new teacher mentor for your group. And so that could be who you had last semester, or that could be somebody different, but you're going to be able to choose that later. But for right now, we're going to keep everybody in. If you do want to change, then you've got to come and talk to me, Ms. Marquand, or one of your counselors, and the 2 teachers that are going to be affected by that change. We want to make sure that you're able to have a consistent experience and no students get lost in the shuffle. The other thing is that during this time, you need to be in your classroom, not wandering. We need you where you're supposed to be doing the work that you need to do. Now, if you need to go do something and get someplace else, then you've got to be really clear about that with your teacher. You've got to go straight there, come straight back. This is a really important piece. We want to make sure that students are safe and are where they are supposed to be during this time. So those are the 2 big expectations. Number 1, you're with your advisory teacher. You stay with that teacher until January 29th when you get to choose. Number 2, if you need to go somewhere, you've got to have a pass, and you've got to be clear about where you're going and go straight there and straight back. So those are the 2 big expectations for Synergy this semester. So the next thing that I want to talk to you about is about your community engagement. What is your group doing to engage or work with the community? That could be something that you're doing to serve them. That could be bringing them in to help you learn something that you don't have the skill set to do, or whatever else it is. One of the commonalities that we saw with other groups that were green or yellow was the ones who were doing well had a community engagement piece. Now, maybe that means that you're serving them, maybe that means something else. I don't know what that means, but what I do know is that those who were good, they had good community engagement pieces. So what's the community engagement for your group, and how are you going to get that better going forward? So take some time, talk about that in your group. Think about what is our community engagement and what do we need to do better in order for us to have a great community engagement. You are in the yellow group. Now, what that means is that you had a great idea and you had some execution, but you need a lot of work to get it to the next level. You need a lot of work to get to the point where we can say, yep, this is a great idea. Right now it's a good idea and you've done some good work to get it there, but we need you to take it to the next level. One of the things that you're going to be working on is finding the right ideas, the right goals, and the right people to be in your group. So an important part of most of the groups that were yellow that we saw was that you just needed some of the right people to be in your group. Some of you may need some people who have specific technology skills. You may need them to be part of your group. Some of you may need people who can be good at contacting community members to be involved in your group. Some of you may have completely other different needs that you need to do, and we want to help you get those things. So what you're going to be able to do is look at two things. The first thing that I want you to look at is, with the group that you have now, with your idea, what is it that you want to accomplish during semester 2 in your Synergy group? So think about whatever it is, come up with your ideas of what is it you really want to accomplish during semester 2 in Synergy. Now, this is important because once you know what you want to accomplish, you can take the skill sets that you have as a group already and you can start looking for other people. You're going to have an opportunity to post jobs on the job board down the hall from the main office, and I want you to be able to find people who are going to be helpful to you in building a better project. Now, you don't want to get too many people, and that was some of the problems with some of the yellow groups, is that they had too many people already and they needed to streamline. So maybe you don't need people, but you also might need some community members. So the thing I want you to think about with that is, what kind of people do you need to complete your team? Maybe that means you need fewer people. Maybe that means you need more people. Maybe that means you need community members. Only you can decide what it is that you need, and your teacher is here to help you with that. So figure out what it is that you need as far as people. So the two things are, number one, goals. What do you want to accomplish? Think about that. Come up with an idea of what you can actually accomplish. Seeing how far you came in the first semester, what can you accomplish in second semester for Synergy? Number two, think about the people. What kind of people do you need? Other students who can help you. And then also think about how you can get them to come and be part of your group. That's through a job application process that your teacher can help you with. Define what their job is going to be, what you need them to do, and you'll be on the right track. I'm really excited about the opportunities that you have. So the next piece that I want to go over is the timeline. Now, what we're looking at for the timeline is here on January 8th and 10th, that is today and Thursday, we want to set goals and define what it is that you really want to do. So regardless of what group you're in, you want to make sure that you're setting goals and making a plan for how you're going to make Synergy successful for second semester. Then January 15th through the 17th, we're going to have a job board. If you're in a group that's already established, you're going to be looking for more people to come in and join you. If you're in a group that you don't have a group, then you have the opportunity to either make a new group or you can look around and try to find other people. If you're making a new group and you've got a good idea and you've got some people that you need, you can start putting out applications or descriptions of those jobs and have people apply to come and be in your group. January 22nd and 24th, hopefully most of the job board stuff is done, but this is when you need to be working on your proposals for second quarter. And so if you already have a project that's going strong, go ahead and finish up that proposal and make sure that it looks good. January 29th, you're going to choose your new sponsor for semester 2. And that's the teacher sponsor that you're going to be with for the rest of the semester. And that is going to make it so that you have someone consistent that you can work with. They're going to be the ones you do your check-ins with, make sure you're moving and accomplishing your goals. They're going to be helping you figure out how to accomplish those goals. Teachers are not going to be able to have more than 20 students in their classes, and so you're going to have to choose carefully which teacher you want to work with, and make sure you work with someone that you can get along with, and also someone who who can push you to be the best that you possibly can. So that's where we're at right now. If you have any questions, you can certainly talk to your teacher about what it is that you can do and how you can get better at that. And that's the plan. So January 8th and 10th, set goals and define what you're going to do second semester. January 15th and 17th, look for more people to join you or go join someone else. January 22nd and 24th, work on your proposals. Those are due on the 24th, and then the 29th, you'll be choosing your sponsor for semester 2.